And our first speaker of the evening is John McCabe. He is rehearsing a contest speech for Saturday, 5 to 7 minutes. Please join me in welcoming John McCabe.
As I walked past my hall mirror this morning, going into the kitchen, I looked over and I could see my reflection sitting there. And what I was looking for was that young, fit, muscular, dark-haired, full-headed person. And what I saw was somebody, not gray hair, little hair. It just wasn't the same person. You know, fit and lean turned into, shall we say, comfy and stout. What the heck happened? Case in point, a short while ago I got the urge to put on my skates. And I went over to Balboa Park. Now granted, I haven't done it in quite a while. But I said, you know, beautiful sunny day, let's go over there. So I go over, I put them on, push away from the car, one foot in front of the other, here I go. Just trying to keep from the cracks, you know. Didn't want to end up being one with them. And so I start going around, and I'm making about a third of the way around Balboa Park. And all of a sudden, my skates broke. And I couldn't believe it. I'm sitting there, and my ankles turned in, and they were almost parallel to the ground. And it's like, well, the supports, something was wrong with my skates. So I go, okay, this isn't going to work. So I take off my skates. And then here I am barefoot. I used to do this as a kid, no problem. I walk about 15 feet. Twigs, burrs, rocks. That's not going to work. So then I sit there and I go, oh, this is trouble. So I put my skates back on. I, hop up, skip, and a jump back to the car. I get to the car. I sit down for 20 minutes to catch my breath. And then I look at the skates. And it wasn't skates that broke. It was my legs revolted. I mean, what is this? Part of getting old. What the heck happened? Another example, I went on a conditioning hike the other night. With the Sierra Club, I start out at night. I go, this is going to be simple. It's only a few miles, up a little ways. But I start going. The first 30 minutes, no problem. I tried not to, show my gasping and all this. The next 20 minutes, I slowed down a little more. Looked at the scenery, listened for animals. And then at the end of that, the heart and the lungs said, stop, no more. This is it. So then I just stood there and waved to people as they went by. But I mean, this is, what the heck happened? I remember going up Gorgonio, going up Baldy. I mean, not a problem. In a day, run up, run back down. What happened? I mean, my brain says, yes, you can do it. The body says, no way, you're not going. So, I mean, this is part of, I guess, getting old. I used to do this all the time, as I mentioned. So I thought maybe I'm missing something. I play racquetball these days. I get out there in the first game, I make it through the first game. The second and third games, I'm wondering if I'm going to make it through the second and third games. I mean, this just goes on and on. So I thought about it and I figured, okay, well maybe there's something I'm not doing. I looked online, vitamins, minerals, supplements. So what did I do? I went off to Costco. A multivitamin like I took as a kid growing up. I found one. And then I found 14 others. Vitamins B, C, D, E, biotin, CoQ10, chondroitin, all this stuff. And so I went back home, I put them all in my hand, as long as I don't choke when I take all these vitamins.
God.
Then maybe one of them is the cure, the panacea, to get me past this state I'm in. And so I sit there and I take them and I try it for a period of time and nothing seemed to change. So again, maybe that's not it. So I went back online. I looked at keto is the rage right now. Maybe it's keto, maybe it's food. So then I look at, okay, let's go do that. Broccoli, tomatoes, kale, ground turkey. I went and got all this stuff. I walked right past desserts, right past the bread. Didn't even look twice back. I even instilled a red wine therapy for my heart. I mean, this was good. This could work. I did this for a whole week. And then I looked at my physique. I looked at change, I didn't see any. So what the heck happened? So this wasn't working, I could tell. Okay, so then I went, okay, well maybe it's actual physical conditioning. So I looked at my app and I downloaded a gym app onto my phone. And then it said, well, how much you want to do? And I thought, 7 days a week, let's start experience. I used to do this all the time. And so now, and then I thought about it, and it was like, well, how about a few days a week? And how about, let's start a little more basic level than that. So I put it into my phone, and I actually did go the first couple times. And then I started getting these emails and texts like, hey, we missed you today. Where are you? How come you're not here? Hello? And then I just delete. So that was going to be a lot harder to put in play. But as I see going forward, Comfy and Stout could be the new fit, from Fit, one of my younger days. And I think I'm going to have to keep reinvigorating, but we're going to work on it. It's going to be a case in point. Turn it back over.